We will divide the chord in two parts, basic and color. Hi and welcome back to Blade. In this video I will show you a simple formula to better read chords. At first glance, chord names may look like random letters and numbers that make no sense. But if you understand the logic behind them, you will be able to read and understand chords very easily. I'll show you the easiest way, at least for me, to learn how to read chords. We will break the chord into smaller pieces for better understanding. Let's check the formula. We will divide the chord in two parts, basic and color. The basic part is formed by two components, the name of the chord or root and the interval quality. The note used as name is usually the lower note in the chord. It can be accompanied by a sharp or a flat. Interval quality. Greek philosopher and mathematician Pythagoras is considered the first person to call the relationship between two notes an interval. Interval quality is described as major, minor, harmonic, melodic, perfect, augmented, and diminished. This part of the formula will tell you how near or far are the notes from root. The step of half step you need to count from the root note to the second and third note from the triad. The distance between the note 2 or 3 and the root note make a major, minor, diminished, or augmented chord. We have a whole video about how to build a chord where we talk about intervals. There are at least three ways of writing a major chord, a minor chord, a diminished chord, an augmented chord. We have two other types of chords, sus chords and power chords. In this type of chords, the second note from the triad is either replaced for a different one or is not played at all. In the sus chords, the second note from the triad is replaced by another note. A sus chord will appear like root plus the name sus and a number. The sus indicates the substitution and the number is telling you the note you must play. A sus 5 is usually when we replace the note for a perfect fifth. On the other hand, the power chords are formed by the root note plus a perfect fifth and will appear as the root note plus a number 5. The second part of the formula is called color because it adds some uniqueness to a basic chord, but is not essential to the chord construction. It's very common to add notes to a triad to give the chord some personality. The most common added intervals are the major sixth, major and minor seventh, and major ninth. Because it's more frequently used than major sixth, 9 half steps counting from the root note, you will find that the only thing added is the number 6. With the seventh, you can either find it like minor or major. 10 half step for the minor seventh and 11 half step for the major seventh. You should find the prefix maj for the major seventh and just the number 7 for the minor. For the ninth, there is only one common option and is the major ninth. 14 half step from the root note or an octave plus 2 half steps. Usually appears like add 9. The next part is about chord extensions. More notes, because it's not enough for you to play just 4 notes. You can add more, yay! With numbers like 9, 11 or 13, these extensions are usually added to a chord with the 7 minor. So you can find the chord just with the number 11 and you will assume that the 7th is already there. And this 11th is added to the already altered triad. Last but not least, slash chords. This is actually very useful. Slash chords is a chord with a slash and another letter. The second letter is not a chord, it's just an indication that you should change the bass note from your original chord. Will indicate that instead of playing C, E, G, you will be playing G, C, E. The lower note from the chord will be the one written after the slash. This is really common because sometimes it's more comfortable when you're playing several chords in a row. So if I show you the formula again, now you should have a good idea of what each part means. And with a little practice, you will know this by heart in no time. And I can tell you that knowing how to read chords is a real shortcut, especially if you are performing for others. Hope this info has been useful. Next week I will be talking about chord progressions and emotional harmony. So stay tuned for more. Bye! More notes, yay! Slash chords. Integral quality is